point of making decision, making a decision,
Yeah.
that is where many people fails.
Okay.
And that is the point that you must pray for the spirit of discernment, the spirit of understanding.
Yeah.
Wave Beats Music.
Hello, karibu tena katika show ya Tubonge Bila Kiki. Niliwaambia it's the only show in East and Central Africa yenye tunakupeleka kwa mtu and your first ni ukunywe maji kwa sababu hatutaki ugive up na maisha. Hapa ni kufundishana, kuelimishana, kusaidiana na pia kujengana kiimani. It's all about business, about relationships, about healing na reconciliation. Bado tunaendelea Tubonge Bila Kiki inaendelea kukua big and better. Tunaleta watu muhimu sana katika show yetu so that they can inspire you usikue vile vile ulikuwa jana. So unalitazama kwa jioni, angalia tofauti yangu ya jana na leo ni gani. So leo tumepata sana Gen Z wetu politician. Alifika Mombasa nikamwambia na kuhitaji hapa katika Tubonge Bila Kiki ili kuja uinspire watu wengine wenye wanataka kuwa politician kama wewe. So karibu sana uweze kujiintroduce katika show ya Tubonge Bila Kiki and we are really happy to have you here.
Asante sana. Mimi naitwa Peter Salasya, kijana wa Western. Na anashukuru sana kuwa katika Tubonge na
Bila Kiki.
Tubonge Bila Kiki.
Yes.
Na nimefurahia mandhari hapa Mombasa, kule Nairobi is very cold. Lakini hapa sasa kuna kajoto joto.
Yeah.
Mambo iko sodakta.
Yeah. Wanasema tu huko Kakamega wanajua Kiswahili vizuri sodakta. Al-Maker. So nimeona at least one. So Peter, tell me about your background. Ulitoka vipi?
Maybe I'll just be in summary, just to say that nimetoka from a humble family background ambayo ilitaka nilifunza kitu kimoja that if you want to be a successful person, you have to accept yourself.
Okay.
You have to accept yourself. Like, this is me and this is the situation ahead of me, and I have to face this situation the way it is. And you have to go and also have a sit down and ask yourself, what is now the way forward on this issue? How will I be able to sort out ABCD? I know sometimes you might not be able to write down each step that you want to, but first of all, accepting yourself and say that this is what is ahead of me, and this is what I want to do, and you keep on meditating every time and then. Sometimes you can write down, but you might write down, but you will forget. But if you keep on meditating upon it, imagining about it, and then definitely also by grace of God, by also praying about it, then definitely God does it the way you want it to be. Yeah. So that is why I can just say that for someone who is there listening, want to watch this, that in life you have to take everything positive, and you have to identify your line. Your line, because the way God created us, everybody had a gift in himself or herself. So you must be able to understand yourself on this gift that I've been given. Am I in a position to exploit it and make it bigger and bigger? Just somebody like, I can take a good example of somebody like Israel Boeing. He realized it, and it's there booming. And it's not like, and that's why when he comes in Kenya, he attracts crowds and all that. You are in the media. You started by dreaming like, I want to own a TV show, a YouTube channel, have many followers, and that is what it all starts from somewhere. Maybe you're a career person, you are maybe working on your CPA, you want to be the best accountant, you want to be the best secretary, you're working on those stuff. You want to be the teacher, and by the way, passion for what you do is what makes you be an exemplary person and successful life. You heard about the teacher, primary teacher, who was in Nakuru, and this teacher being just a teacher, but he went ahead and won the global something of teachers, and which made him to be a great person. Maybe you have, I'm just giving example, you're a good salesperson and say that sales is my passion. So I want to make it a career out of the sales. And then you keep on. Sometimes you keep approaching the people, it doesn't close the sale, but you keep on. And then it will start following, manifesting itself, doing the assurance. You keep on knocking the doors, you want sales, but now moving. You are selling cars, you keep on moving. You can end up coming and owning up your own TV station, owning up your own line of whatever. So that is what I discovered, because we started from the scratch. We didn't have someone to hold your hand. I didn't have someone to give me an idea, go into politics like per se. But you could hear the rumors, like, Bala, you can be a good leader. You can be like, then now, really? And then that is what it is. But this journey of being somebody, I think, when I was in primary, I started imagining of where I want to be in my life. And I wanted to say, like, I want to be an influential person, but you are thinking of something that is just in blues. It's not there, but you're imagining yourself, like, this is what I want to be. And coming from a very humble background family of about 7 people, people didn't have jobs, poverty. But I stood, primary, I stood around, I studied around my village, Shandarema Primary. Then later on I moved to Slubinu Secondary School, and my dad passed when I was in Form 2. So it was very pathetic, being sent home, go and collect school fees, there's no school fees. The only thing you're meeting with is the grave of my dad by that particular time. So I felt like good being at school than being at home, because I feel like only through hard work, and also hard work pays. Anyone who is there outside there, there's no miracle in making it for real, in making it to happen. You have to work hard. The way you're just working hard, like you found me when I was late and said, no, we have to do this interview. That persisted. I said, oh, this girl, she's serious about this thing. So I used to read hard. I worried mpaka saa sita na saa, yani just ile ambition, like unajua ile hata God akiona anaona like mtu na kujituma. So God be my answer, I didn't qualify, but also through that I used to pray God to open the doors. Nikapata parallel, nikaingia Nakuru Egerton, nikafanya BCom. So life ilikuwa very hard pale. I used to do mambo ya preaching in the streets of Nakuru, street children. I also love the ministry. Yes, I also love the ministry of street ministry. Yeah, to help street children, and I think I've been always talking about it, but sometimes we find ourselves into much leadership. We don't get time to go and also into other ministry. There are other calling ministry that apart from the line that you are in, there is also another calling to serve. To serve.
Very true.
So I also have a calling to serve the street children. That is another ministry that going forward, if God opens doors, once I settle down, I also have to go, because it also attracts the blessing of God. Sometimes you go to church. The more you give, the more you receive. Yeah, and then after that, I vied as a student leader first time, the university director academics. I failed terribly. Then third year I tried vice chairman, and that is when I made it. So after graduating, it has been a long journey, like starting sales, Old Mutual, with a retainer of 10K. After then, things didn't work for me. I decided to come in Nairobi, start struggling with things. Then I became like, I applied for another job. They gave me to go back to Kakamega to sell bicycle, 14K a month. So I used to sell bicycles. Yeah. Then from there, now I used to start that journey, 2014. To me, I graduated 2013, 2014, I went to Kakamega. I started selling bicycles. start moving, campaigning. So that I want, nataka kusimama kura. Hata siku nasema kusimama kura. First of all, you must have good intentions.
Yes, intention.
Sometimes God will want to use you to deliver a message. And I think in funerals I could just feel like there's an urge for me to speak. And I say I want to speak to the people. Say that there is parallel program. If you have a child, by that time is when help is coming now to start supporting private students. So I could come and say, tell the people that if uko na mtoto wako alipata C+ and above, don't wait huyo mtoto anazi because anatasoma. Hata kiwa wanapata 55,000, then you are paying maybe around a semester around 100. So that is like one semester. Then 50 you can struggle for the whole year. So I started doing that campaign, and I assisted many people who got a platform to go, and after listening to me, they went and they graduated. So any information I could have, that is 2015, 2016, is when I showed that I want to vie. So it was a bit late, I was young, then I got a job in the bank, didn't have enough time. So when it reached 2017, I vied as independent candidate. I felt terrible, I was the last person. Yeah, then from there, it took time for me to heal because I felt like I could be the member of parliament. But disappointment, so I just started like this spirit of rejection must not be my portion. And I refused it in Jesus' name. I used to pray for myself, and I pray and pray and I pray. And working hard. At the same time also reaching to the people, reaching on the ground. And then 2018 I started again campaigning. 19, 20, 21, 22, paka 22 nikakuwa MP. And from nowhere God helped me the last minute to get a party. Yeah.
How political life imekuwaje for you?
No, political life, number one, it comes with the challenges. Because now you see, I entered into politics with no wife. Or I was elected without no wife at that particular time. And one thing in politics that if you have gotten a platform, there are things that can drain your attention and forget your role. So I say that now, let me focus first of all with the leadership that I have. Then these other things like marriage will come later at God's time.
Because unajua ukisema hivyo, I'm trying to imagine, people usually think if you are married to someone, they take you as a serious person, according to the society judgment, and if you're a leader. You don't get challenges.
No, there was a lot of challenges because my opponents were using, and that's why I say that you have to analyze yourself, get to know what are the SWOT analysis, what are your strengths, what are the the threats, the weaknesses, the strengths, opportunities that arises on your line of the journey that you want to. And once you identify them, you write them down, you come up with what you call the counterproductive.
Wow.
So when they could come and say that Peter Salasya, maybe you're not married, you're not what. So you have to come and say, if you're saying this, do those your wives cook for you? Do those big houses that they have, do you sleep into them? So you have to come with the narratives and to challenge. So we come from a society that if you're not married, and that is the same challenge. I'm the first member of parliament who was elected without a wife. And it comes with a lot of challenges, but you have to overcome the challenge. And that's why even when I go there, I didn't want to go to marry, because if I really wanted to, I can, because we are in a position to
choose whoever you want right now. You are in a position to pick.
Yeah, but now you have to focus, because you're still young. You're looking like in the next 5 years. What next? Do you want to continue with leadership, or do you want now to say that I've gotten where I wanted to be in my life, and then now everything has to stop from here? So you must have a direction on what you want to choose and to make a decision. Number one, you just say that for those these positions that believes that if you are there, you have to behave like be yourself. We are all human beings. We are all human beings. Just as long as you know how to balance your things, you know this is time for me to have fun. This is time for me to work. This is a time for me to do whatever, and that is what people want. That is what the majority of the people wants to have.
But I'm trying to imagine that time, where you're getting pressure. People are saying, Salasya, you can't vie for this seat because you're not married. And apart from that, the challenge did you get maybe because you didn't have a good father and the finance haikuwa nao? Ilikuwa challenge gani for you? Ama ilikuwa tu unasema Mungu utasaidia?
No, first of all, making decisions, they're very hard. If there is something that is the hardest thing, is how to make a decision right.
Okay.
Making decision, like I was having a very hard time to make, and the point of making decision, making a decision, that is where many people fails.
Okay.
And that is the point that you must pray for the spirit of discernment, the spirit of understanding. Like, for example, if you want to be a pastor, you feel like, I want to be a pastor. Am I in my heart like, feel like I want to be a pastor? Will I move into that direction?
Okay.
I want to be, I have the talent to be a musician, for example. Which kind of musician should I go around with it? There are those, like today you find that in the secular, tomorrow they are in the spiritual. So it's because, yes, they have the grace, but they didn't take their time to know where does God want them to be. To tap on that spirit and say that this is where I want to be. Like I remember there was a time I was in a mix. Like, do I have to go for MCA because I didn't have the money to traverse the entire constituency? That's number one. Number two, you're saying that, and then they say as narrative, mtu ambaye amepata na degree, the open will tell, sisi ni watu wa diploma, watu wa form 4, kiti ni MCA. That's also going to counter. Pia people will look at you in where we come from. Kiti cha MCA ni watu ambao hawajasoma. And then there is also another side that say you don't have the capacity to move around. So, and then you ask yourself that my heart wants this, but my body is not willing because it wants to go for the MCA because I don't have the resources. Because MCA I can walk in one boma kwa boma, tell them this is what we want. So even when I was vying, people used to call MCA, but I'm saying, I feel, oh my goodness, MCA, I'm for MP. MCA, it feels like you're so humiliated, you are so so it was the hardest narrative. So, and that is why when people develop a negative narrative towards you, you have to work hard to change that narrative. And that is why you see even me, I branded myself that I'm a hard-working person, and then I'm also a joker. Yeah, you know, let them take me as a joker, a playful boy, I don't know what, but at the back of them, you will say everything. But at the back, but anafanya kazi. That is the direction that I was really looking for. So I was saying that in life, you must make the right decision. When to marry, maybe for example, do you have the conviction in your heart, like, yes, this is what I want to. And you must ask yourself, like, I'm marrying this girl because love fails, love withers. But is there something else that I can hold on this girl and say that, yes, apart from everything else, but this is one thing that will make me hold on this girl. This is what I'm just, okay, I'm not saying that I'm not there, but that is what my belief is, that when I will make a decision to marry, I don't marry that girl because she's more educated. I want a submissive woman who will be there for me, right? And also I want freedom. I love freedom. And also want freedom. Freedom of purpose, freedom to enjoy, freedom to have fun. So someone will not be holding my phone like, hey, this is it. So what I'm trying to say is that decision at the point of decision making, that is the more critical, because the 3 decisions that I was to make, number 1, whether to go for MCA or MP. And you have every side equal now, it's at 50-50. So you must know when, if you go this side, so now you have to go and say no, watch and end this side. Then another decision was ufike kwa ballot ama uende, but now my point was nifike kwa ballot na niende independent. I must be there.
Nice.
I must be on the ballot. So that is why I say that first, because I say that what if this person comes and buys this party leader and say that he wants the money? Will I have option? I have no option. Number 2, if I go on this independent, yes, I will not have money to move around wherever, but I'll get to the ballot. And even during that was the decision I made in 2017. Because if I could have gone on a nomination with anyone in Angoka, I could not have reached on the ballot. And the most challenge that youth go through, ni youth wana blokiwa on the way. Their journey cards gets
nifuata afike. Okay,
that's inakatwa because and that's why you find that most of the youth wanapigana but hawafiki kwa ballot ile ya 2022. So when nikasema nitaenda independent unless we agree on this party, this is what. So first of all, you must know how to make a decision. Number 2, you must be in a position to negotiate well. Yeah. So my key point that I'm insisting: decision. And that's why I find like even this country, we're having challenges because number 1 of decisions that we make, or maybe the president makes. He makes his decisions. Maybe they're not good, but if we make the decisions well, we're well to go.
Because I'm trying to imagine you saying it's all about decision, and I'm sure it's about Tubonge Bila Kiki, kuambiana ukweli. Do you feel maybe there's an MP or someone who has been elected and who has been given finance, has a good father, they cannot make their own decision because someone is controlling them up or in the mbele?
Yeah. Number 1, what I'm trying to say is that if you like for example me, okay, let me just take a good example of me. Mimi najijua mimi mwenyewe. I know what is right, what is wrong. I can do make decision na kwa fun. No one will tell me because I know myself. It's okay. I'm not taking instruction from anyone, but I can know myself. I know myself in and out. What I'm trying just to say is that on your point of decision, like today, if someone makes decision on your behalf, you will get it wrong. You will get it wrong in this manner. Like look at maybe how the parliament is running today. It's because someone makes decision on their behalf. So when you make those decisions on their behalf, you find like the parliament is not being independent. So this is just an example. But the most important thing is if we are in a position to hata tuachane na huko, sisi tuko hapa chini. Tuko hapa
kwa ground.
Tuko hapa kwa ground.
Yes.
I'm just trying to talk to somebody huko. Mwenye yani anataka venture maybe business, anataka venture into this. So anything that you want to na sijiongei huko, si hapa tunaongea hapa.
Yes.
Ndio.
Yes.
So we are trying to talk with the young people.
Yes.
With the young people. And then again also decision in terms of education. Kuna wale ambao wanataka kujoin campus. Wanataka kuuliza like which course can I go for? It's also another point of making decision. So there are points of making decisions in life. When you get about 24 years old, I think I made my decision 24 years old, 25 years old, of who I want to be. And I had to sit down with myself and say that this is the direction that I want to have. So when you reach 20-something years, you must now start to identify your area, because now God starts to give you the area of interest. Kama ni mambo ya farming, God gives you that wisdom. Kama ni mambo ya leadership, God starts to give you, because that is where your breakthrough comes from. Mambo ya media, that is where your breakthrough starts come from. Maybe mambo ya construction, mambo ya sales, mambo ya everything, that is it. And then we also have those for the passion. Ile ya passion, ile yenye unatamani. So and I'm not saying that if for you to be successful, and this is what I'm trying to insist, that you must be in politics. No, there are many, in fact, politicians, they are the most broke people. But the people who have money, there are people who are in business. People who are in business. We have the big names, but they don't have money. But people who are in business, people who are, they're those people who have money. Mbunge unaweza pata maybe ana account iko zero. They are also crying because they are like, ni kama tu God amewapatia the channel. Wewe unapatiana.
Kwa still unajua mimi napenda kusema sana mambo ya politics. But tumepata challenge ya kwamba anything that tunataka kufanya, you need first to make decision kwa kuone like if I'm going to doing this 1 2 3, consequences zake zitakuwa gani. So ukae mwanzo ujijue, then maybe you can know where you'll stand. So mhesh nikitaka kujua stay on decision making. The finance bill ilirudishwa back kwa parliament. Na wewe niliona ulikuwa team Gen Z kabisa, that you are saying no. Your stand bado iko.
Yeah, let me tell you, that is what is called decision making.
Exactly.
If the members of parliament could have read the mood of the nation, and say that if we take this decision, these are the consequences. They could not have experienced the death, the destruction of property, the people being killed, left, right, and members, and that's why I say that you are doomed, because if you cannot have the sense of understanding, the sense of understanding the dispensation that you are walking in, then you don't have the grace of God. But if you pray for God to give us the grace, you will be able to understand the manifestation at that particular time. So that is why I say that decisions, if someone else makes for your decision, you're gonna get it wrong. And that is why you should be independent. Think about it. Because some people will have evil mind, evil decisions. But if you are on the right track, you can think on yourself. You'll be able to say, no, my conscience is telling me this.
Usually challenge your colleagues nambianga hapana.
It has, like that day, if I get on a platform opportunity, well, let me tell you, Tubonge, it has its own challenges. Speaking, sometimes you don't get time to speak. But I have a platform. I have a platform. I have a platform to speak to the nation. If I feel like I want to speak, like I can speak about, I speak it through TikTok, they will get it. I'll speak through X, they will get it. I'll speak through Facebook, they will get it. I'll speak through our WhatsApp group, they will get it. I'll say this is the decision that I am. And that is what I will do, because there are those members of parliament who are good at parliament debating. There are those good at outside. Kuna wale mwenye ako pia kwa development too. So people are chosen on different platforms. Kuna wale anaelekea because anakongeanga mingi kwa TV, kwa ama ako good at debating in the parliament. Kuna wale mwenye development aongei, but development ako hivyo. Na kuna wale mwenye ako pia kwa platform ya kupiga siasa ya national politics, ya rally kwa microphone ako pale. So ukiangalia hawa wanasiasa, everybody ako talented in his own. We are not just everybody mwenye ameingia bunge. Kuna tu ule because anaingia bunge because of clan inclination. Anajua akigonga pale clan yake inampeleka. Kuna ule mwenye anaingia because of development. Kuna ule mwenye anaingia because of pesa anakuja nayo. Kuna ule anaingia bunge because of the party, because of, so dynamics are always there.
Wow. Because niliona kitu which nakupatia hongera kongole for that. Wenye saizi katika top 10 top 3 uko one of them. That in case hata kukiwa na election sahizi, it means people have faith in you. Because umesema wewe ni mchapakazi na nyingine umesema ni joker.
Ni joker, mchapakazi.
Sasa imagine zote but still people wanakupatia a good thing which nakwambia hongera. So what do you think maybe the future for saizi ya governance itakuwaje, predict itakuwa vipi?
First of all, there are things, a lot of things are going to come in 2027. There's going to be a lot of political dynamics that are going to change in this nation because number one, the young people have not been voting. That is number one.
Yeah.
The young people have not been voting. Number two, the young people have not been voting. Number one. Number two, the celebrities have no. You see, like in America, celebrities, they are playing a very major role in influencing the direction of politics. Kina Beyonce, kina Jay-Z, kuna huyu the one for the Trump. There are those who participate.
Elon.
There's kina Elon. There are those who participate into the. But the young people have been Kwasi has been not very active in politics. But when now things get wrong, they are the people they are people who are mostly affected because they are the people who are looking for the jobs. They are the people who are most affected by the decisions that are being made today because the future is for them. The decision, the policies you make today, it will start to work tomorrow. It will affect them either positive or negative. So the 2027 election, it's going to be because we have been believing that only politicians are the ones who can rally people to come and address the people. But the Gen Zs have proven that they can mobilize themselves and call for the politician to come and speak to them. And it also telling us that the dynamics are also changing in terms of the tribal inclination. Yes, it's there, but it is weakening. It's weakening. It's weakening. Then also the bigwigs maybe might not be. The young people, the other people will come and will have a lot of influence. This combination we're seeing. Because you see, like Papa, like Ruto was 100% sure that he's going to be re-elected. But today, he's also 50-50. So I don't know what is. He's not getting to understand this Gen Z. Even after the Baba had come together and everything, there is still the ground is still slippery for him. He's not holding it the way he thought that once he gets Baba, everybody starts singing him. But there's still some kind of doubts. People are still feeling like Baba betrayed them. So there is a lot of political dynamics that are going to happen if things are not going to change. And remember we only have this financial year, this year. This is 2024, 2025, next year. So 2025, June, we will be now in 2026.
2027, almost.
2025, 2026. And then now 2026
to 2027.
2027. So remember Kenyan politics campaigns, they start very early. It's not like in US where people start to campaign 6 months to the election. But in Kenya, it's like 2 years. So which means that this year is the only year. By next year, come next year 25 December, next year 25, next year the campaign starts off, and then it goes to 2026, then with another 8 months. So it's going to be thorough. So by in between, if no one has not stabilized himself, it's going to be hard.
True.
And I think that is not what I can say.
Najua nimekuangalia hapa na nilikuwa naangalia mheshimiwa when ako very serious anatuelezea what is happening in the current. But I remember there's one clip nilikuwa niona ulislap mtu. Sasa naangalia, I'm trying to imagine what's actually makes you.
No, I didn't slap anyone. I didn't slap anyone. Hiyo ilikuwa ni mambo ya social media.
Niliona hiyo, nikaona nyingine mtu amesema unamuita satanic man. What's not because unakanga very appreciate. So What makes you angry? Nini nakukasirisha?
No, me, I didn't fight anyone. But anyway, I'm a very serious person.
Yes.
I like respect. If you respect me, I respect you. If you disrespect me, I'm gonna disrespect you.
Wow. Hapo nani alisema wewe una respect me ni ku respect. I think hiyo ni moto kila mtu. Mtu asikunani.
It's a two-way traffic.
It's a two-way traffic. Mtu asingilie mtu mwenzake.
It's a two-way traffic.
Now, how do you really handle cyberbullying?
No, number one, I'm a blogger. I used to blog for myself for all those years because I was a blogger, finance manager. I was like everything. So I used to go nikiongea naenda najiblogia. That is what really made me so I understand mambo ya social media so much. I have a lot of experience of about since 2017, 2016 I started blogging for myself on Facebook. So I used to do a lot of Facebook. Then nimeingilia Instagram na Twitter. But now there I learned the psychology of Kenyans. I know what they like. I know when I post something like this, I know what they will say. And I know if I post this is what they will say. And then this will become the counter. So you must be able to understand the language.
What can you tell your younger youth?
Younger youth is to tell them just be focused. Nothing comes on a silver plate. You have to work hard. You have to focus. You have to make your decision right, and you have to work on your decision. Yeah.
And one thing people don't know about you.
That I'm a very serious person.
That one. Leo mmeshajua mheshimiwa is a serious person. So asanteni sana for the show. Tumefurahi, shukran sana. So see you on our next episode from Team Tubonge Bila Kiki. Tunawapenda sana. Asante.
Thank you so much.